Thank you for your help, Artist Nikki. I almost fell for that egret's trick. Strange. You and Momo haven't turned into part of a painting. I was going to invite you in to visit my humble abode, but it looks like I can't host you in my scroll.
It's all right, really. We're here on urgent business. We need to find Uncle Mung.
Artist Nikki? Is that Nikki? You've grown so... Wait, how did you two even get here?
Uncle Mung, lots of people have gone missing after getting caught in the rain, so I found a way to get in here. I want to find a way to bring everyone back together. You've been here for years now. Have you found any clues?
I'm afraid I know very little. Years ago, I turned into a white egret and flew far and wide, seeking a way out. But everywhere I went was just part of this paint. Later, I tried talking to the beings that had turned into paintings. I learned that the mountains, rivers, pavilions, and people could all speak. They were once like me, people from Dunqing Island. But if that's the case, what about the hoe that turned into ink and the missing basket? Where have they gone? I began to doubt. Could it be that Dunqing Island is actually a vast painting, and only beings with souls can exist within it, waiting for the chance to be reborn?
So you mean everything is born from ink, and only beings with ink souls can reincarnate?
Exactly.
Old man, it sounds like you're just grasping at straws. These ridiculous tales have been told by storytellers for ages. The mysterious artist who created the world, ink giving birth to all living beings. It makes for a good story, but can it really be true?
I'm not just guessing. I've traveled through all these scrolls, trying to find an exit from the Dunqing realm. And all I ever turned up was this endlessly deep ink pool, bubbling and flowing like it could swallow the whole world. Deep down inside, I felt that this ink pool must be closely tied to us. If everything is made of ink, could the ink pool be the very source of this entire realm? But every time I tried to touch it, I failed.
Old man, don't scare us with your words.
I think Uncle Mung might not be entirely wrong. Back in the village, I could use my Danqing ability to repair things, but when I tried to add ink for Miss Sui, I failed. Maybe it's connected to what Uncle Mung said about ink souls. Repainting can restore inanimate objects, but it can't restore living beings because it's missing the most crucial part, an ink soul.
What? How could she be so careless and end up here? Anyway, Nikki, you said something about having a Danqing ability.
When Nikki paints, she can completely restore objects. She helped fix a lot of things in the village. Impressive, right?
In that case, could it be possible to use the power of the ink pool to find a way to restore living beings?
I just had that same thought. Let's go to the ink pool now. If I can dip my brush in it, maybe I can restore everyone's ink souls.
Are you really going? But I can't go with you. When you go, just be careful. Otherwise, I won't be able to face your teacher.
Don't worry. Since I was able to come here in human form, maybe the ink pool won't reject me. Besides, I have Momo with me, so it'll be fine.
Artist Nikki, if I can return, I'll never forget your help. Old man, this time, for Nikki's sake, I won't hold it against you. But remember, don't even think about stealing ink again.
Thank you for your forgiveness. I will keep this in my heart.
water in the ink pool. It's so sluggish.
This dark purple mist. Could it be dark? Ah! Ashlings! Nikki, watch out!
Given the serious issues with the ink pool, I'm worried about Miss Sway and the others. Could they have been affected by dark essence?
Let's go check it out. There are wrestlings here too. Nikki, let's.
Miss Sway!
Artist Cat. The inkstone. The world within the painting. All of it. I remember now.
Miss Sway!
When Miraland was brought to ruin, mountains crumbled, rivers ran dry, and all life extinguished. Everything Artist Cat once held dear was lost to the ashes in that great apocalypse. Crestfallen over the desolate world, she gathered the land's final remnants as ink to paint an entire realm on a scroll. Where her brush touched, mountains rose and villages took form. She hoped that one day, the splendor of the past might be restored. But though the realm held mountains and rivers, there was no sign of life. So Artist Cat offered her own ink soul as a seed, binding herself to the painting. She created the ink pool, shaping it into a place of reincarnation, so life could finally take form. As her ink soul waned, she knew her time was ever shorter. So she drew from the ink pool to dot Long's eyes, binding its gaze to the cycle of reincarnation, duty-bound to guard the ink pool's endless flow. Long then transcended reincarnation. It witnessed countless fates and the eternal circle of life, until finally, the painted world became real. With what little time remained, Artist Cat painted the Twin-Sight Gate and secluded herself atop Long Peak, teaching Long the truths of the human heart. In the end, she left behind only these words. When bonds must end, new ones may begin. In time, we shall meet again. After that, centuries passed, yet only the maple tree on Long Peak remains unchanged.
I see now. The voice from my dream in the Sea of Stars was a lingering echo from the destruction of Miraland in another timeline. Everything here, the Danqing realm, and even Danqing Island, was crafted by Artist Cat's own hand. The ink pool holds the cycle of ink souls, and Long is entrusted by her to watch over this realm. Now, with the cycle in chaos, those caught in the rain are turning into scrolls, returning to their original forms. It appears as though the ink pool has been sealed. Given the failure of the eye-dotting ceremony, it's clear that the root of the issue lies with Long.
But before, when we tried, we couldn't get into the Long Pagoda.
We couldn't get in from the outside, but now that we're inside the Danqing realm, maybe we can find a way in through the inside. Momo, let's go find where the Long Pagoda should be. dot that corresponds with Long Pagoda should be here. Wait, in the real world, is this door inside the pagoda? Is that why we couldn't see it from...
Oh, that makes sense. I didn't expect such a large pagoda to leave no trace.
It seems that this Danqing realm is the original blueprint of Danqing Island, where only the objects first painted by Artist Cat exist. Anything added or built later doesn't appear in this place.
To create a whole world with Danqing, truly, Artist Cat was an extraordinary figure.
According to the painted images, I think Artist Cat's depiction of this door should... Some villagers have seen Long resting atop Long Peak. Since it isn't in the pagoda, maybe it's there and...
Makes sense. Let's check it out. But this door seems to be locked. Nikki, what should we do?
Since this door was painted by Artist Cat, the brush we just obtained might be useful. Let me give it a try.
Whoa! We were transported so far in just an instant. Is this Long Peak? Why are there only a few rocks here?
I guess the treacherous Long Peak was also painted later on. Still, there's no sign of Long here.
Nikki, there's a scroll that links the Danqing realm to the outside world.
In that case, let's head back to the outer world. Maybe, no matter what, we need to find Long and figure out what happened to the ink pool.
Yep.
says it's Long Peak. Momo, let's look around and see if Long is here.
Nikki, is that the Twin Site Gate? Let's go check it out.
The Twin Site Gate! No wonder the villagers saw Long resting here, but none of them had any idea how it got here. It must have been using the Twin Site Gate to travel between the two places. From here, we should be able to enter the Long Pagoda. That's strange. Artist Cat's brush can't seem to open it.
Could it be that these doors use different keys?
You? How did you come to be here?
Huh? What? What are you? You look like a cat, but not quite. So weird.
I see now. You look like a cat, but have an ink-like appearance. You must be Inky Momo.
With Dunching Island being created for the paintings, an Inky Momo makes sense.
My name's not Inky Momo, but you were very close. I'm Mo Dodo. I'm dark as ink and cute as a bean. I'm connecting some dots and remembering the painting materials. I've got almost all the papers I need, but I'm still short on... It's been a while since Miss Long last shared news from the outside world, and you're the first outsiders to visit Long Peak in all these years. Could you please tell me what colors are popular outside these days?
You're asking the right person. I'm the best artist in the village. Well, blue is a timeless classic, and red is always in style. But for the latest trend, it's all about blending yellow, white, and red to create a gorgeous pink. Wait, Miss Long? The Long who's been watching over the island?
It's been so long since I left, I forget she's like a goddess to the people out there.
She lives on Long Peak. No wonder we couldn't find her at Long Pagoda earlier.
The Long Pagoda was built later by those who wanted to honor Miss Long. It's cramped inside and lacks the stunning view that this place offers. In the past, Miss Long only stayed at the tower temporarily when the villagers had requests. Earlier, before the village and all those people existed, Miss Long used to live here on Long Peak along with Miss Cat. This place was much more comfortable for her.
Miss Cat? Do you know Artist Cat too?
Did you not know? We were the first living beings she ever... Back then, it was just us two little inklings keeping Miss Cat company. She would be absorbed in her painting all day, while Miss Long would play with us, help... But after Miss Cat left in the past decade or so, Miss Long has returned less and less. I don't know what she's been
When an Inuan is severed, it's the ones left behind in this world who suffer the most.
You're here looking for her? Well, you're in luck. She just returned. Miss Cat used to love to paint there. Now, when Miss Long returns, she tends to stay there all day, in total. If you're looking...
Nikki, there are so many Inklings like Mododo here.
I've never seen them in Inkville. Did Artist Cat paint all of them? Miss Bai!
What brings you here?
Artist Cat used the ink pool to paint Long's eyes. Those eyes became the embodiment of the ink pool itself. With the cycle of the ink pool disrupted, Miss Bai developed an eye condition.
You're truly clever. I suppose there's no need to keep hiding it. I am Long. And the ink pool seal, I did it.
How could that be? Long is the Inuan guardian. You've always been so kind and gentle. Why would you do something like this?
Why wouldn't I? Do you know what the red ribbons on the Long Pagoda are made of?
You once said that the red ribbons symbolize Inuan. So as long as an Inuan remains, the red ribbons endure.
If that's the case, then why is it only tied at one end? 1,000 years of fate, rising and fading, countless meetings and partings. I cannot enter the cycle of reincarnation, nor can I interfere with it. I can only watch from the side, seeing those I care for fade one by one. As the wheel of reincarnation turns, the past fades into nothingness. I can no longer find them in this world, and when they see me again, I will be nothing more than a stranger to them. The pain of parting, the agony of forgetting, the suffering of severed fates. Can you comprehend such torment?
Are those red ribbons the broken Inuan you've severed over the past thousands of years?
Exactly. So, only by sealing this cycle can I sever myself from the sorrow of separation. What I want is for everything in this world to remain as it is, granting me years upon years. Even if I have to search through every drop of ink, I will find the one I lost.
But Miss Bai, have you ever considered the wishes of the person you're searching for? You're searching for Artist Cat, aren't you? Danqing Island was painted by Artist Cat, created with the sole purpose of forging a new world from the ruins. She established the Inuan festival so that fate would endlessly give birth to more life. She hoped the painted world would one day become a real one. How could she bear to see the cycle of life come to a halt, leaving everyone restless? If you continue like...
For 1,000 years, the moon's pale light accompanied my sorrow. She has been gone for a millennium. When I sealed the ink pool, I had already abandoned countless thoughts. No need for more.
What about everyone in the village? Don't you care about your Inuan with them?
I never intended to harm the village. Whether it's the fading objects or the strange ink rain, it's all caused by anomalies in the ink pool as the cycle stagnates. I didn't want this. I had hoped your daunting ability could help, but now I can no longer stand by. I'll return to the Long Pagoda and find another way.
What do you mean? Are you going to trap us in here?
I didn't expect you to enter the daunting realm, and to know so much. I'm sorry, Nikki. But you can never again leave Lone Peak.
Miss Bai!
How could Miss Bai have caused all this?
Miss Bai endured thousands of years of solitude. It seems hard for her to change her mind. If we want to go to the Long Pagoda to find her, we need to go through the Twin Sight Gate.
But Miss Bai locked that gate.
Don't worry, Momo. Let's talk to the Inklings. Maybe they'll know how to open the Twin Sight Gate.
With flames aglow, the smoke drifts slow, winding and wafting, past the eaves it goes. Ah, guests! It's been so long since we've had any. Hello, I'm Artist Cat's assistant, Moyen, responsible for keeping things tidy.
Hello, I'm artist Nikki from Inkville, and this is my assistant, Momo.
Ah, you're an artist. Tell me, have you ever seen a scroll get caught in the rain only for all the ink to vanish?
I haven't seen it myself, but what you're describing reminds me of how things in the village have been turning to ink. Did an important painting go missing?
When Miss Cat was still here, she painted a series of linked scrolls, imagining what her life might have. She learned painting from her teacher and often slipped off to the wilds with her assistant to sketch. During the Yin Yuan festival, she'd receive more gifts than she could carry.
That sounds a lot like how it goes for artist Nikki.
Yes. If she were still here, I know she'd love to talk to you. It's just, the last time I was tidying up, I set her paintings out to dry in the sun. That must have been nearly.
Losing a loved one's belongings must be truly heartbreaking. I'm sorry, but after...
It's fine, really. Even when a candle burns out, its smoke lingers on. Just like, I've gone on too long again. If Motodo knew, she'd say I'm neglecting my guests. So,
We arrived here by accident, and now we can't find a way back to the village. Would you happen to be able to tell us how to open the Twin Sight Gate?
the Twin Sight Gate. I make sure to dust it every time I clean the peak, but I've always believed that one day, when it opens, it will be Miss Cat who steps through.
Miss Bai? You mean Yue Bai?
That's right. Yue and Bai. The moonlight's hue. Scrolls. Yue Bai means moon white in Miss Cat's hometown. It's her favorite color, and she gave the name to Long. But now, the moonlight has been stained by ink. And Yue Bai's heart is no longer as peaceful as it...
Has Miss Bai said anything to you? Like, maybe something about...
She never mentioned it. But in recent decades, her heart has been restless. Her nights filled with turmoil.
regret? Yes, for those consumed by obsession, their hearts fill with... But in the end, they may not achieve what they originally wanted.
It's like us searching for the keys to the Twin Sight Gate. Nikki.
Apart from Miss Cat and Miss Bai, I think Moyu... The problem is he spends all his time eating barbecue. I have no idea where he's wandered off to now. If you can track him down and tempt him with his favorite food, you might just...
Noted. Thanks.
I got so caught up in the writing that I got trapped in the pages. If it weren't for your help, I don't... Two guests? Oh, are you artist Nikki?
Huh? How do you know us?
I am Miss Mo, and I wander alone. My brush captures history's flow. Artist Cat gave me this name, and ever since, I've doodled. Though Artist Cat has been gone for many years, I still write on, observing village life closely. Recently, you two have become quite well known in Inkville.
I had no idea we were that well known.
Me too. Mo Dodo said you rarely leave Lone Peak, so I didn't expect you to have heard of us at all.
That's true. We Inklings look quite unusual, so we try not to startle the villagers. Life here on Lone Peak is peaceful, so we stay hidden. Only when Artist Cat was still with us did she take us out a few times in disguise. The lively scenes of the Yin Yuan
I can see how deeply you all miss Artist Cat.
A person like Artist Cat truly deserves. Since you've come to Lone Peak, you must.
I've had the privilege of holding Artist Cat's brush. Through the images
Artist Cat's brush has manifested in this world. Maybe she truly will return. You are fortunate to have had the chance to possess it. Allow me to share a few more words with you. While writing Artist Cat's biography, I sought out many stories from her past. She once lived in a place called Mirrorland, but a catastrophic event occurred. In the blink of an eye, the land was torn apart.
Hearing this, I can't help but feel a little...
Artist Cat couldn't bear to witness the world suffering. Driven to restore life, she sought to recreate. She chose to sacrifice her own ink soul, using herself as the soul. When bonds must end, new ones may begin. But in time...
It must have been such a long wait, with no hope of that person ever returning.
What about Miss Bai? What did she do?
I think it'll be better if she tells you herself. At the moment, we're planning to visit the Lone Pagoda to discuss something with her. Do you happen to know how to open the Twin Sight Gate?
Sorry, I can't be of much help with that. The only ones to hold... If it's that one, he's incredibly unreliable. I bet he's gone to slack off at the High Pavilion. You
Nikki, let's stay in the shallow water.
Yep. I see now. A crisp, slightly bitter tea is perfect for balancing barbecue's richness. But if I could craft a tea with a smooth texture and a sweet finish, it would really bring out the flavor of the barbecue. Now I'm not sure which to choose.
I think a sweet tea paired with the rich aroma of meat creates a uniquely delightful flavor.
Spending time with me has turned Nikki into a... Oh, wow! You make such a great point. I'll keep your words in mind and get things ready for Miss Cat. Huh? Miss Cat? Do you mean Artist Cat? I had no idea she liked barbecue as well. What great taste! But hasn't she...
Miss Cat has been gone for many years. Maybe 100, maybe 200.
Okay, it's alright. Miss Cat will return one day. Until that happens, I need to keep my skills sharp. So every day, I brew 3 pots of tea and prepare barbecue. That way, when Miss Cat returns, she can have a warm meal ready.
There's no greater happiness than having someone waiting for you when you return home.
Well, as for the flavors for my 350-second tea blend, I still haven't figured it out yet. What should I do? What should I do?
Creating new blends is no small feat. You've already come up with so many interesting ideas. Take your time. There's no need to rush.
It's not that. I've been feeling tired and sluggish lately, as if the ink Miss Cat used to create me is about to fade away. I'm worried that if she returns and I've already faded away, she won't be able to drink tea or enjoy barbecue. Should I...
Oh no. Could it be that the sealing of the ink pool cycle is affecting you? Don't worry, Moju. We came here to help solve these strange... The Twin Sight Gate is locked right now, so we can't get to the Lone Pagoda. Do you have any idea?
Miss Cat used to have the keys to that gate, but now I'm afraid only Miss Bai holds them. Sorry, I only know how to make tea and barbecue. I'm afraid I can't be much help.
I made some barbecue for you, and I hope you find a solution.
Thank you. Don't worry, we'll definitely solve the ink flow issue, so you can continue. Maybe Moyu would know how to open the twin side gate.
Isn't that the unreliable one Miss Mo was talking about?
Probably. If that's the case, and we use some of Moju's barbecue as bait at the High Pavilion, we should lure out Moyu.
Ah, barbecue, barbecue! Whose juicy and fragrant barbecue is calling out to me? Begging for my esteemed presence.
Excuse me, are you Moyu?
Who's trying to scare me?
Sorry, didn't mean to startle you. We're looking for the most experienced, most knowledgeable Inkling. The one who knows all about the Twin Sight Gate.
Well, that would definitely be me. I'm Moyu, the most senior among the Inkling, and I know everything about Long Peak. Don't be fooled by my rough brushwork, artist. So if you want to know the origins of Dunching Island, or the stories of Artist Cat and Miss Bai, I'm definitely the one to ask.
Well, we'd like to know about the origins of the Twin Sight Gate, and the way to unlock it.
This story begins with the very origins of all life on Dunching. As mentioned in the previous chapter, Artist Cat, using herself as the source, first created life.
The previous chapter?
Okay, don't interrupt. Ahem. The Ink Soul's emergence brought many changes, and Dunching Island became increasingly unstable. Artist Cat, troubled in her heart, wandered by the waterside and encountered a golden red koi. The koi swam with all its strength, expressing its deep desire to become a long. Artist Cat, moved by the koi's ambition, took up her brush and painted a towering mountain, crafting the extraordinary Long Gate from its perilous peaks.
So Long Peak was actually a long gate.
Yes, with a single stroke of her brush, Artist Cat made the water flow upward, and the koi, focused and determined, gathered all its strength in preparation for the leap. The golden red koi leaps, and the white Long emerges. With a powerful surge, the koi soars. Its golden red scales shed one by one. It emerge, and it ascends in boundless freedom. From that day, the koi that leapt through the Long Gate transformed into a real Long.
Miss Bai was enlightened by Artist Cat, and that's how she became Long.
From that moment, Miss Bai and Artist Cat forged a deep inuen, with the first red ribbon serving as a symbol of their connection. Dunching Island, too, began to flourish, its prosperity growing with each passing day. To commemorate Inkville's flourishing scenes, Artist Cat painted the Twin Sight Gate. While she would usually rest at Long Peak, she would visit the village with her companion to join in the celebrations during festivals. It's said that the White Long danced with ink, traveling the world alongside Artist Cat. Its brilliance shone both inward and outward, with the prosperous scenes lasting for 1,000 years. The Twin Sight Gate has 2 keys. For the Long Pagoda entrance, Artist Cat's brush serves as the key, departing the earthly realm and returning to the circle of life. For the Long Peak entrance, the key is one of Miss Bai's scales, departing the circle of life and entering the earthly realm.
A scale. I know these. I know these maple leaves.
No, that's not possible. Only Artist Cat can reveal the true scales.
But I am her.
Artist Cat! I never thought I'd live to see the day you return!
Happened in the past. Muyu, the priority now is to go to Long Pagoda and find Yue Bai. She can't make the same mistake again.
Take that paper kite. It'll get us there faster. Artist Cat, it's all up to you now!
As it turns out, in a past timeline, after Miraland's destruction, I painted Danqing Island. Through the twists of fate, it's grown into what it is today. No wonder when I first saw Artist Cat's portrait, it felt so familiar. Momo, that's who I once was.
Nikki, let's go!
Yeah.
玉龙卧骨去，气阔化中天。玉晚春风生，还盼人长还。莫忧来路远，西取今生缘。丹青多妙然，人间天岁年。
Artist cat.
Goodbye. It's me. When bonds must end, new ones may begin. In time, we shall meet again. I'm here as promised.
Why return now? For centuries I searched for you. Yet the Yin festival came and went, and the flower forest has withered and bloomed again. But you never return.
I'm sorry, Yuebai. Back then, I used my ink soul as the source of life, letting it disperse into the world. At that time, I didn't know there would be a chance to start over. Danqing Island continued to grow and thrive, with living souls forging new Yinyuan, becoming more and more like a real world. It was this that allowed the Sea of Stars to... Unfortunately, the ink pool was sealed off, halting the growth of Yinyuan. Danqing Island remained just a faint glimmer of a...
So when I sealed the ink pool, it nearly...
That's true. But fate is like a tapestry. Even when the threads are separated... If I hadn't entered the Danqing realm and climbed Long Peak through the Twin Side Gate, I wouldn't have been stirred by the maple leaves and awakened to those memories of Mirrorland's destruction.
You're still the same as ever, always understanding how fate brings people together. But even after all these years living as a human, trying to feel things for myself, I still don't fully understand it all. I only know that watching someone you love leave is the hardest thing in this world. If parting brings so much pain to everyone, then why does reincarnation even exist?
If there were no goodbyes, how would there be new hellos? Yuebai, do you remember when we traveled through the village together? In this life, the inuan between children and parents gave two old enemies from a past life a chance to reconcile. Even though Yun and her mother's connection ended in this lifetime, the moonlight of the next will still light her path. And after all Xiaozhi went through, she and her parents finally found a way to understand each other. Yuebai, do you remember what Danjing Island looked like back in the beginning?
A few trees. And some rocks.
Yes, but now, it's grown into a whole village. People connected through Inuan. They tilled the fields, built new homes, and named the place they built for themselves Inkville. Every evening, I painted this world. It was to recreate that kind of life. A place filled with farewells, with laughter. Staying the same forever would feel like a cage. But when new Yingmen are formed, old regrets.
Fate flows like water. It's the movement that makes it beautiful. I only understand that now. Is it too late?
It's never too late. No matter what. Now that everything has come together and the ink pool has stabilized, it can be left on its own. Yuebai, thank you for everything.